record this right now. Hopefully I can. Hopefully I can get hopefully I can get my stuff going at the right point. We get a chamber, mini booze on Neon. What the? Okay, while they do that, let me drop. Okay. While they're doing all of this, we're gonna sort this camera out. I'm positive, confident.
The KO pushes, combining that with paranoia and the oppressive stuns from Neon at the tempo might be hard for NAVI to get
What does this do?
if they never had the opportunity to play
Uh-oh.
a specific composition on this map. But
Okay, yeah, we got it. We got what we needed to find. Let's do 700. No. Let's do 600. No.
We saw, for example, Koi was struggling a lot with those first deaths due to the operator, and I feel that Artist can
Bottom.
be very successful at that on the other side.
We're getting it zoomed in, chat. We're doing it.
As he was last week, and he starts getting the kills and everything against him, I think that we're in for a very, very good treat. Yeah, must be the first half we've seen with no duelists right here.
Halfway there.
No, we hadn't seen it play Chamber also. Oh, but they had a race too, didn't they?
Dude, we get a chamber.
Am I trolling? I feel because he played it in 2 maps. I think that
Maybe I troll.
Left.
But I mean, it's definitely, like we said, the risk taking, right? There's a really, really big day ahead of them today, so they need a good start. But it's time for us to get into game and give a very warm welcome to your contestants for this one. It's Mitchman and Thomas.
Dude, look at my head. What have I done here? What have I done? This is so good. I could just do it from here. No tech delay. Normally the tech delays are on my side here.
Maybe this time he does. We'll have to wait and see. The hometown favorites maybe try to get things done.
Okay, let me actually move this to the side and see. One.
We've seen a lot of rays on this map. There isn't one on either team.
One.
Going a little bit outside of the box.
Nothing.
The Neon, the semi, no duelist. I still don't want to say it. Chamber doesn't count. But
Whoa, 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 whoa. Where's the chamber flame? Chamber flame already? Okay, that's the best it's going to get. We'll sort it out in a bit.
Yeah, we'll see that a lot as time is to come. Interesting battle later for Patatech, perhaps, as we've already seen the duel on the B site. As you can see, Team Heretics with a lot of control, and that's opened up the door for this later play by Patatech.
Crop it, dude. We cropped it. We got there.
Just about missing his timing on getting around that.
Almost cropped it right. I'll make it a little bit smaller on the top.
Need to hold on. The time now much more
Dude, look at Patatech.
You can see they've got some stuff to work with already.
He's creating so much pressure. Man, I hate these rounds where it's just the spam and pistols.
Now most of the round relies on these spams blindly firing through a smoke. Someone could be defusing, but there's no panic from Team Heretics. They feel like they've got this one under control. The kills are matching up. The tap again confirms that they're going for a classic.
Oh, okay.
Picked up a triple.
Dude, I mean, it was literally just a spam fest. At least they planted on the stairs. Weird that they choose left side instead of right side, but maybe that's better with some of the angles, to be honest. What are some of these sunset comps? I like the chamber one, but you knew I was going to say that anyway. Stream super quiet. Let me turn it up.
To get more of those bullets in on the pistol round is one of the major things, and obviously the operator slightly better, I guess.
Yeah, well,
little bit. Shoots a bit faster. I'll be honest.
A tiny bit.
I was speaking with Lothar, and I was like, if teams.
Wait, I'm gonna put this like.
Teams genuinely changed because of the few changes that have been made. They probably.
I think that should be a lot better.
You're right. Like, how often have we seen a chamber need that extra split second on the ult? And a tiny bit of a faster fire rate to save the day. Yeah, the impact is going to be 1 in a million, if even. Maybe less, but
double sheriff.
It's worth picking up when you're only looking to play 26 rounds or so. For Team Heretics, round under the belt, investment is decent. We've seen this a million times. In fact, we see it from NAVI.
Honestly, I think we did great with the webcam.
2 pistols gives them a little bit
Proud
of wiggle
of it.
room. If they lose a player, maybe 2, they can still reinvest, and the economy will be okay. On the side of NAVI, that becomes the name of the game, doing the damage.
What patch is this? The one with the chamber buff as well. Chamber buff should have been better in pistols. That's why Artist has so many bullets right now, but
without the weaponry that really allows
they kind of just went to the other side.
Looking at this composition from NAVI, it feels like it has to be a pretty good defensive side. Either that, or you're going to need Angel to be entering. Oh wait.
7
He
shots?
always entries.
He does. One of the big advantages, though, is the fact that he can afford so many of those headhunter bullets now. For Artis, 7 in the back pocket. He only needs 5. At the best, it's
I love that they're doing the Navi buy, 2 Navi.
Times for him. He's got some backup as well, some bodies to distract. Good chance for damage.
I think the main thing for them, though, is just going to be not having
Allow
any
2
sort of
deaths there.
movement abilities to get them back in. The utility
Bro,
is
we
gonna
see
have to
another
be
spam
supplied.
fest.
The
I mean, they
stuff
got better
to start
guns
with
for this.
is
This is fine.
pretty damn good. But even still, it's the same sort of afterplant for Heretics. Just happy to sit back and wait for them to push.
No other choice needs to be made, but now you start to sweat a little bit. There's those 2 kills already in. Still a couple of shots left. The headhunter's out of bullets, though, and Artis is out of time, taken down quite quickly, leaving Sagetsu. Okay, nice shot. Damage is
Dude,
done.
damage.
One rifle has been lost. Can he make it 2? Can he pull them into the duel? Yes! They're trying to deny the defuse, and they've lost another!
Cast is up. Yeah,
19
dude, I think I
HP in
turned
the
them up.
difference.
The thing is, you guys are
Navi
so
didn't win
late.
the round, but realistically, we never really expected
I'm
them
going
to.
to put them up here.
Getting 4 kills, that's a lot more than Heretics ever should have let them away with.
Yeah, it's definitely
Yeah, you
messy.
guys are going to
And I
have to
think
deal
even
with
just
the low
bait
volume for
towards the end shows that
3
maybe they're
minutes.
a little bit worried on the other side. I will say, though, Miniboo's 1 orb away from getting that overdrive, and it's one of those ultimates that it feels like it either does a lot or nothing. Like there's it's very little in terms of middle ground, but I do feel like he has been someone right at the top of the board in pretty much every single statistics. I was talking about it earlier. Him and his brother top almost every chart in some manner or another.
Yeah, it's actually unreal, especially for a debut from a player
Big
like
buy
Miniboo.
round.
We talk a lot about nerves.
Heretics
and,
walk
you can do it at tier 2.
split
Doing it
is
at this
kinda
level is
nice.
different. Well, he's been able to do it. Not this time, though. Shut down quickly. 2 brothers, and they're both out of the server. Zipan makes sure of that. 4 versus 3. A good fight from Navi in this round. Team Heretics have lots to recover
boy.
on, and even Patatek getting that kill.
Dude,
He's
imagine
down
they
to
win this
11
round.
HP. Benji, Fishy, and Rians are going to have to do a lot.
Yeah, we actually have in this server right now the number 1, 2, 3, and 4 in terms of ADR.
Better?
So just raw damage
I
alone
turned that up a
off
lot,
the
so
charts. Obviously,
hopefully
both
it's
these
going to be
teams
there.
kind of skip their way through by going 2-0 in their matches. So, I mean 2-0 overall.
Okay, I think
obviously,
you
and
guys
that
will like the
loss.
next increase. Then we'll be good. Everything's working to an extent.
Far up the flash,
No pen, but
solid to help him out as well.
that's my bad.
Patatek's position is known. The flash came from somewhere, and because of that,
dude,
Sagetsu's gonna
Benji
be
has
able
his
to
cam
clear
for
it.
this.
Even
Got
still, it's the same
cam,
after plan
recon,
again, a
double
2v2
shock.
scenario, utility, shock darts
No
available.
vision block.
A dart as well, just to give away positions. And on the other side of things, a singular snake bite.
Uh-oh.
It's not a lot to push them back. Fired into the corner as well. Didn't even fully clear the corner. That's got to be in the back of their mind. Could be someone
Still
there.
got
Shock
recon. They
darts
just never have to peek for
from
ages.
Rians, but he's not going to use them. It's the reveal instead. Fired out soon.
I say as they
He's
peek.
giving away his
I
position.
say as they
And you can
peek.
see Sagetsu was trained
Well,
in on that angle. Well done
they
by
could have won
Navi.
that.
They picked up the
They
round.
maybe should have
One
won
on
that.
the
They peeked a
board
bit
for
too
that
early.
defensive side now.
Yeah, a decent bounce back, but still became a little bit dangerous, especially considering some of those opening battles seemed fairly favorable for them. Getting rid of a couple almost immediately.
Minor patches
Trade's
in
not
the
bad,
chamber.
though, from Heretics, and again, I
Yeah.
like some of the interplay. You still have to
It is a
bear in
minor
mind that
patch.
Rians is not
It's
here.
alright to have
Patatek's
it,
still
though.
a stand-in, but it does look like
I think
a
it
team
kind
with
of-
a decent amount of synergy. For Navi,
It's still a big buff to him, but I get what you're saying.
financially in a good spot, but their opponents can still buy. That was a bonus. They played with a couple of weaker weapons in play, and now their overdrive is available if Miniboo finds a spot to use it.
Well, he's certainly speeding up, but the ultimate not popped just yet. Miniboo.
Big buy rounds. Patty Tech goes down insta.
Unfortunate timing
Yeah,
as
man,
the
I'm telling you,
swing
Chamber
came
on
out.
this
Artis
map,
found one player, and no
They're
one else
also
ready on the
giving
trade.
Artis a lot of
That's
rolls
quick
where he's
pick.
feeling like
Gotta
comfy.
fade back, obviously, because of his anchor.
And no flashes. That's probably the bigger issue. Like, how are you now going to get back into this position? Okay, you can have Miniboo just try and blitz his way through, which I imagine is the plan. He's going to take the space.
It's too
and try and
loud
do
now.
some damage there,
Don't
but
say that.
it still seems a little bit hesitant.
Don't say
I
too
think
loud, because it's been like
Heretics,
this for
even
3
though
minutes.
They've got a man disadvantage, are still expecting
I turned
Navi
it
to be a
down
little bit
slightly.
aggressive here.
Well, knowing the team, you're obviously going to have that expectation to play with. Sagetsu really feeding into it. He's right up against
The audio back. Okay, I think I found the sweet spot. It's all good.
Focal point of this attack, but Artis is
Dude,
able to
Artis
swing
is
through,
farming
find
at the
heavy
moment.
traffic, 2 quick kills, and then
Ult for
Zipan's
next
on
round.
scene. Artis
Whoa,
caught,
whoa, whoa, whoa.
changing weapon. as Rienz finds his
He's
double
never going to use his ult.
a Hunter's Fury to work with, but the Paranoia wasn't used by Navi. Now it's blinded. Rienz kept him trapped as he fights onto Angel. They know exactly where he is. They're seizing him in. He's low HP, trying to recover. He's got a little bit of time, a little bit of space, but he hasn't heard that TP close. He's not ready for a double swing.
Not bad. Artis has his ult as well, so
Second found.
let's see if they farm on this eco.
It up neck and neck. And the problem is, Tom, you know, you mentioned the last round, Heretics had kept over money. They had that little bit of reserve. Now that's all gone.
Yeah, I think you're also starting to see the dangers of what this defensive side is.
Hold on, let me see if I can get a
You're
YouTube chat up as well.
A free opening
YouTube
duel
chats are getting
whether he's
full
quicker at
ignored.
the shot than you are.
He is.
And he is. Most of the time, he's going to be. Oh, wow. Heretics actually rivaling the Footwatch party we saw last year as well. I didn't think anybody would get even close to that, but that's a hell of a lot of people ready to watch their team play. Obviously, that's sort of the mountain of pressure that's put on Heretics.
No
So you
pen.
talk about this team,
It's a work in
expectations of getting
progress.
top four, I think people would have been happy
At
with
the
that.
moment, no.
But now that they're one away, just a single match that decides everything, well, the Heretics fans are out in full force.
Well, that would be a lot of pressure regardless of the event, Tom, but considering the fact that it is in Madrid, of all places, for this squad, you can only imagine. There's no more Spanish players within the running, but there's still one Spanish organization, one chance for the home fans to have someone to cheer for on that opening day. Navi looking to break those dreams here, and perhaps they'll go in as the villains if they do. Eliminating them at such a late hurdle.
I think they always kind of do.
Yeah, true.
I'll be honest with you.
True.
Like their mid take at the
I think
moment.
Angel's always going to be a little bit of a villain, but I also think he enjoys it. I think he's the only person I've ever seen to tweet to not follow him.
Yeah, an unfollower giveaway.
And he gained a lot of followers from that. So they're just Angel things. Speak of the man, he shall appear. Got no utility yet left, so he might as well go pushing. Already a decent trade for the side of Heretics, but Miniboo is very low on HP. Stun does its job, but not really available to go in for the peak, and it leaves. Oh, they're actually going to peek.
What a madman. That's kind of sick, though.
Really wanting that kill.
All right, nice and easy. Artis gone down for him. Artis?
There you go. I knew you wanted to say it. Like, the first time, you know.
It's been a while. It's been a while. I'll tell you that. Yeah, Artis is having a lights-out game, 7-3 right now. Already burned up his ultimate in that previous round. Gave him that little bit of an eco boost. And I think for Heretics, and that lead slip out of their hands is expected. This is a round where they came in without a lot to play with. It was a scrappy fight, one with opportunities, but the utility ultimately just chopped them up.
Volume's
a little bit
good
too
now.
much.
Yeah, I think we
This is
got
where
it.
they have a real fight though, where they'll be able to
It'll
get
be a
themselves
slow
back into it.
progression throughout today.
Some ultis
Okay,
online,
fast strat.
rifles in hand, and an early attempt
Flash
to get
late.
aggressive Shao.
Ooh, that's nice, though.
Miniboo took that one.
Yeah, we had like a delayed Omen flash on the left as well.
Here, ready to defend.
This is the value. You can already see Shao. He never expected anybody to be there that fast.
Dude, they
Nightfall
invest
thrown in.
ult into this?
Gonna miss at least a couple of the players.
A marked 4, she said.
Yeah, I think it must have clipped.
This is a
one of
weird,
the
this is a
players around the
weird
corner,
use of
even
the ult, to
still,
be
it
honest.
is. The ult will
Just trying to
slow
get
them
info
down.
to
It
see
has
if
given
they're
Navi
over-rotating or not.
Opportunity to rotate in, potentially put Artis into position. He's going to be there with the operators. Position will
he
be
cannot
revealed,
stay here
but
long.
peeking into it would have some pretty big risks.
I
about
tell you
it.
what,
And
Benji
Angel
Fishy's
goes
ult there is
wide
huge. I
to
can't
have
believe.
support.
Oh my god, they're putting so
Rolling
much into
Thunder
this, by
used
the
up
way.
as well. The retake of space. The players aren't stunned up. Benji Fishy good to take the fight with Zipan.
This is
down.
a big
That
round if
ult was
Navi loses
burned
this.
Very early, very aggressively. You can see the idea, but they must have thought they were further up elbow than they actually were. The side of Heretics happy to take that kill onto a charging Zipan. And Artis.
Oh, yeah, it's a nice
has somewhere
reposition
to
though with
retreat
that.
to at least. So he's going to
Shot.
post it up, and of course, he hits that shot, goes out for more.
Did they
This man
expect
will
it?
not be deterred. He won't be
Oh,
scared
it
away.
insta drops.
He's even heard that shrouded step, I think, by the looks of his crosshair placement. Seemed to expect another player to have crossed.
A rotation from Sugetsu a little bit further away. Just looking to try and wrap back around, try and find some space. Benji in a position to fight him, but this 1v1 could be everything.
Oh, okay, and they,
This is not
I'm
gonna
telling you,
miss
they
another
really
shot.
had to win this one. They
3
put so
kills for
much
him,
into it.
off to a flyer of a start, and Navi, well, they're going to double up on their lead.
No draw, yeah, we'll work it out.
4-2.
It's a work in
Yeah,
progress,
that's a
it's
strong
fine.
score line on the other side, and I think this is where Heretics might start
The
to get a little
VOD
bit
is
worried.
recording.
We haven't seen it yet, but we could see a pause from this squad after such a great opening duel. And I think it's fair to say some advantages thrown away. Artis manages to cleave back that second kill to at least trade out Angel, but it's the fact that you see some of these players being caught out, like Zipan, Rolling Thunder used.
So it should be uploaded, is what I'm saying. It should be.
Add to that the opening duel they had, I think they're going to be pretty upset to have let that one slip. And yeah, as predicted, they go for a pause. Team Heretics need to go back to the drawing board here because it started out well. Things have definitely slipped out of their hands.
Yeah, well, ever since the guns came into play, it seems like Na'Vi have been pretty dominant, and they haven't really had much of a response to Ardis' aggression. 10 and 3 at the top of the board, the mid control as well from Sagetsu.
Yeah, this is one of the better things with the chamber as well. Just like over towards A, I just where it dominates.
There were a couple of pieces of utility there from Na'Vi that maybe
and B so easy to retake.
They should have done, but they still managed to convert the round anyway. Like it made absolutely no difference. And I'm wondering what
the thing I'm liking about this map at the moment is honestly just
we talk about the individuals on the
how many different comps work.
Miniboo has been sublime.
Like I like the K Corp, Paper X,
well. Like he has been
Sentinels retake comp,
he's the #1 rated player in the tournament so far.
I like the chamber hold on to A comp as well.
You kind of hope for their sake that he's going to get back into that form again.
Well, yeah, especially when you look at a team like Navi on the other side. This is a squad that will be coming in firing on all cylinders. Yeah. Ardis is out
to be honest, I'm kind of. I think if I was in a team, I'd probably run the Navi comp. Like no duelist on this, but Shao can potentially send it in if you need to. But I don't think you need to on this. Oh man, he should hit that.
Well on that team, so maybe he does.
You think he would hit that one? Maybe a little bit pressure is getting hit by the cam.
Right now, Navi
dude, I love that, by the way. He Omen ulted like on himself so they can't hear it, and now they're searching over towards spawn. It's sick.
And the ulti pop, Hunter's Fury caught one burst.
Just because obviously if they're close, they're going to hear a cancel. Lovely trade, big duel.
To start it out, Zipman's got one. He's out for free. He's swinging through with his teammates, and they're taking every fight they can.
Man, they need
Navi
to somehow win this.
Scrappy round, and one that's led them ahead.
They got an eco after.
Still standing. Patatek needs a revive, and Shao and Angel will not let that happen. Rian's down to 7 HP, and there's nowhere to go. A minute on the clock, but 2 players right around that corner. He did well to at least isolate a 1v1 duel, but he didn't win it. And with 7 HP, I can't say I'm surprised.
That's savage for them. I like the idea with a lot of it as well. But
yeah, and the thing is
I think Zipan won the most important duel.
So one of the things they do is basically just TP into a spot that they're already in, and you can already see
Dolphin, by the way, thank you. Sure I know you can hear that 3 minutes later, but I appreciate you.
As they were running past spawn, checked if he was there. Like, is he in spawn? Is he in spawn? Put a little bit of doubt in their mind, but it didn't seem to matter. Full rotation, gambled the majority of their players over onto this site, and the fast-paced push just didn't work out. And what I want to give credit to Na'Vi for, which is no surprise, like, this is a team that's been around with a bit of a break for a very long time. The interplay for them so far has been
on this one,
like
overwhelm.
each time it's been tradable fights, especially when they've got into
change up of chamber as well, past 2 rounds over towards B. Dude, they can kind of just fight everywhere.
One of the benefits of having your team together for so long is that you can start to focus on those things because you've already built everything else. You built your strategies, your comms, and how you like to play the map, who fills what roles.
Their comms, I think that changes every day.
Yeah, to be fair. Speaking about most teams, that's true.
This is the second no duelist on this map we've seen, right?
Then they can do whatever they want with the comms.
Whatever the hell we want to do. Yeah, but the protocols are one of the key things, like the identity of your team, and they've got that well and truly figured out at this stage. At least Angel does. I'm not sure anyone else gets to say. That's one hell of a peek from Angel, and it's all part of the plan, you know?
Yeah.
Peek in with utility, they'll panic, they'll peek you, and then shout.
Right, there's a smoke there. How's he getting so many?
You know, if you didn't see this
Hey,
one
look at
the
that
very
damage
start
done.
of the round, then you just don't know Valor.
Well.
I'm sorry, but this is a textbook play.
Yeah.
Flawless. Andalusia flawless, to be precise.
Actually took no damage.
Yeah, that was basically 0 damage done. And that's the other thing for Heretics thus far throughout this tournament. We are looking at a team that has been able to.
I'm not going to make a guest appearance. I could maybe depends what happens in this game.
Like they 2-0'd KC, they 2-0'd Foot. That's the spot that they found themselves in to get through to this stage. So we don't know what will happen.
Could potentially get some of the Heretics guys,
I know
but
it sounds ridiculous because
having them on after they've lost their game could be savage.
That's how the format has worked for them. So realistically, we're now looking to see, okay, can this team respond? Can they do it? Because they haven't really had to. And Na'Vi, well, we know they can. They've had too many times. They lost the first map of the tournament to BBL.
Yeah. I mean,
boy, I like this Viper as well. Viper with a little cubby to hold on to. Shao goes down. Dude, B is weak right now if they sense it. They have no idea.
Got to see those adaptations, and so far, Heretics have done well. In this round, already picking off Shao. A big smoker removed, and with that controller out of play, it's Sagetsu that has a lot of, well, control on the map. He's gone for a Viper's Pit in B main, has a wall going across middle as well. This can block a lot of vision for Team Heretics if they weren't already past it. The
Oh,
idea
this
being
is
that other
way
players will
beyond
send
his
them is towards
TP,
this
but
angle, straight into
it is
Artis, who's
literally just
locking down A all by
you're
himself.
rarely going to get traded unless the spacing's unreal there.
Him being able to TP away. Still, decent trade. Miniboo again.
Angel's crazy.
Being able to keep things in their favor for now. Time starting to tick down, and well, basically A main and B main are completely locked off without their knowledge. Now the push through from Benji
man,
could reveal
Artis-
quite a bit, but instead they
Artis
are
is
going to
gonna
end up
get
pushing into this man, and he has
two?
been
One
an utter
run back
menace
TP.
thus far.
Uh-oh.
Finally, Artis will be revealed. That will mean he has to fall back.
30
He's gonna try and
seconds.
Put the pressure on.
He's faking the full fallback,
Oh
though.
my.
Look, he immediately goes forward. They were wise to it. Paranoia used. No free kill for Artis this time. Instead, the punish as he
Oh my
attempts
God.
to re-enter the angle. Mini
15
Boo's
seconds.
waiting. Zip-Bans walked in.
Damn, he might have
and
done
does
enough.
So much damage. He was close to taking Boo as well. The bullet
Sugetsu
just below
wanted
the
to go
head.
behind. Cypher
They'll
stays
survive.
alive, can't go behind.
Heretics with 2 players alive in a 2 versus 1. Sugetsu already used his Viper's Pit right off rip at the start of the round, so that's no longer in play. The wall already put down as well, and it's not really doing much for him. Blocking off one angle that he doesn't really need to be worried about, and coming through this smoke, that should be the end of it.
Yeah,
Right
that's too
into
much on it.
Boo.
It's a solid smoke.
Team Heretics with another round found. They're closing the gap, but they've still only got half of what NAVI are putting on the board. With 3 left to fight for in the half, it's anyone's game, but NAVI certainly looking favored.
Yeah, I think this was definitely a showcase of how good Miniboo has
Yeah,
been
I
in
mean, this was a
tournament.
lot of Miniboo.
But,
I mean,
the fact is, we've spoken about how good Artis is, but he just
always
peeked
had
into
someone
the
to
angle
trade
and
over
took
towards
him
middle,
down.
I guess.
That is how fast this guy is, and we saw him in the. I feel like he doubles up because he was in the Spanish league last year. He now joins this team as well. I feel like he's got to be a favorite for the fans.
He's done his time.
Yeah,
Okay, big round for Heretics. They need to not lose this and reset the money.
I can tell you someone who's not going to be a favorite for the fans.
Zipan has his ult. Dude, look how aggro they've got over towards A.
More signs today.
Pinched all of
I've
middle.
got a few to recycle as well.
Yeah, this could be a
Well,
fast
see.
flood
We'll see
retake
how
for
things
sure.
go. Maybe they need some tweaks to them, some Photoshop. NAVI already picking up the opening on a mini boob.
Smoker going down. That's a big trade.
They've got the control.
Yeah,
they've
'cause
got
now
the
you can
space
just
to work
plant,
with. Door
and
gonna
you
be
could
closed, but it's
definitely
to
go
no
over
effect.
towards
Team
B main.
Heretics are
Problem is
all in.
Viper,
They played for
Viper
B
wall
main, and now they'll
to
play
block
back
vision,
in
so
with
maybe
3
someone needs to
players
fight a
going
little bit
back.
on
One
site.
staying close.
Okay, they give
Using the
fade away.
trap
They got to
step
get
to
out of
get
there.
out
It's
of
going to be an
there.
absolute
Avoid
spam fest.
Nightfall
Zipan has
was
his
on
ult
its
as
way.
well, so they could kind
Nightmares
of
that could've
ult, tap the
taken
spike,
them,
people could
consumed
push.
them. Boo will look to cause some nightmares of his own. A smoke close, allowing the spam. The
Ult
Rolling
goes
Thunder
in,
hard
top
to
of the
connect on,
spike.
having to run through that
Not a
smoke.
stick on the
Potential
spike.
players unstunned, ready to fight. Benji Fishy was one. Spray is good. It's massive from Boo. Through his own smoke, he stopped the defuse.
Damn.
Stopped Navi in their
I don't know what you two I
tracks.
missed,
For Team
but they did not
Heretics.
stick
Ain't over yet.
this at the beginning, first
It
half.
genuinely seems
I
like
felt
the
like they were,
B main after
especially when the
block
ult
from
goes
them
out, I think you got to
is just
stick that
perfect.
first time.
Like they've got so much utility to just place onto the spike, and then just from that position, a firing squad.
I wonder what the util was that I missed. KO nade, maybe?
But everything else, even with the ultimates again, that's another round where we've seen Nightfall and the Rolling Thunder thrown in.
Also like
Not
that they
really
smoked
having the
themselves off
effect
here. Like
that
they were
Navi
just in for the
wanted,
spam.
which in those sort of retake scenarios should be better effective. Now
Like
again,
the
financially,
smoke
no real
actually
problems
stopped
for Navi.
the
It's been 6
stopped
rounds in a
Navi
row
from
and
pushing them with the
relatively
ult.
clean.
Like the
You're
smoke
gonna
there
have
was
those
actually
finances
everything. The
available
Omen
to
smoke
you.
to block their own
But even
vision so
still,
they can
as I said,
spam through.
I'm
It's against the
looking at this
wall, so it's a lot
composition.
easier. They knew they were
Other
going to get
than
breached
basically
ult, but they didn't
Angel
want anyone to
playing
like
as a duelist,
push
I do
them basically. So
question
the smoke
where your sort of
gives them a
opening
massive
duel's gonna
advantage
come
in
from.
terms of
Is it
anyone
gonna
trying
be
to push
these
them.
really slow, classic
Pretty good, really
Navi
smart.
default-y rounds?
I
Or
think
is
I'm
there gonna be
enjoying it
someone
over
taking
towards
that initial aggression? Because that's why
over
you
towards
play
B.
arrays.
The Omen
That's why
smoke.
you play the Neon. It gets you that extra opening duel if you need it. They don't
Especially
have
because the plant against the wall is too good.
I've seen a lot of words coming from the coaching staff to start, and Angel putting the final polish on it on the side of Navi. Not happy with how things have gone. And
I wonder if
do
teams are
think
just
that's
going to
one of
abuse
the
that
things.
loads.
It's
Maybe
funny
that's
to
another
highlight
use for
Zip
the
Man.
Sage,
Guys
just
top
Sage
fragging
wall
on their
down the
squad.
line.
He's having a good game. I do think those rolling thunders could be better utilized, but it's not a
Paper
Zip
X
Man
could
thing
do it
necessarily.
with their
It's-
comp, I
it's
guess.
when they're used and how the team responds to it. There is some polishing there, but that's something they're working on, as you can see with that pause. 2 rounds left to play for, and it could still be tied up at the half for Team Heretics. And we haven't seen these teams play this. We don't know how it's going to fare when we swap sides. But I think it's fair to say, with Heretics having picked this, it's a good chance Navi have put some stock in their defense.
Yeah. But to be honest, I think
Sharp.
I was going to say realistically, this should be both teams' better side, but we'll have to wait and see. Not a great start. Again, it's just this aggression coming out from the defense.
Oh
side.
boy,
Well,
there's a
got
stun
little
though.
bit of help from a stun.
Yeah, Zipan's
That
stun
kill
was sick.
almost too easy for Xiao. After a pause, I don't know if these were mass changes that were made by the side of Na'Vi. I guess they just wanted to deny them B main control, and Artist did that. And then Xiao just killed them the second they went mid.
Yeah, I don't know if the full intention is to bait them into the mid play, but Artist, yeah, okay, for the barrel length, he swaps. And while the rate of fire didn't help him out all too much there, Boo dropping Artist right off rip. 4 versus 2. Team Heretics blinded up. Great shot from Xiao.
Dude, I tell you what, he nearly went down there.
He just needs to hold the
Tanked
control.
a lot of
Like I
bullets.
said, his HP isn't ideal to take a duel, but he's got teammates coming in who've got all the health in the world. There they are. Zipan swinging with Angel.
Not bad, and
to
Heretics
close that
don't
round
have
down
good money on a
7
few of them.
to 4. One more round and a half.
Yeah, I actually, Boo nearly gets that kill while completely blind. Like, it's so ridiculously close. But this is, again, just the value coming out of Artist. Just taking half the map completely away from them. And you see the reaction from the side of Heretics is to try and put pressure in onto mid. Some decent supportive utility, but more importantly, just the Xiao show returns. Able to move himself up the board. And for Na'Vi, as said, 7 rounds. Already looking like a
Was it
solid
Carronade?
defensive
Yeah, that
side.
makes
I
sense.
think the majority of teams have definitely had their favor on the attack. Or I think the only exception, at least from EMEA, is Carmichael.
They had their rougher share of things.
No, well, their defense was just insane. That's what it was. I think it was 8+ rounds every defense Carmichael have had on this.
Oh, I didn't even track that, yeah. Okay. We'll be seeing them later up against Fnatic. That's that was a
See if they can keep it up.
Dude, I feel like with the comp that I'm looking at from, I mean,
The Fnatic continues
there's
to
no
spam
duelist.
new
Maybe they'll be alright.
Maybe.
How are they going to
I mean,
deal
up
with
against
the
KC, they've been a
how are they going to
swath
deal with
of
the
stats,
Cypher?
everybody, but
The Cypher
well,
trips.
I was
Prowlers?
surprised to see that the predictions
Breach
are quite
damage.
so off kilter, shall we say.
The Cypher
KC
could
fans
get a
know how
lot
to
of value
make their way to the
on
Twitter
defense
polls.
for
They'll say that
Heretics.
The EMEA channel's flooded with them. I think it's like 70+% in favor of KC closing it out.
I respect it. They're
I don't
repping
know if
their
our
team.
analyst desk will give them the same odds, but well, we'd all love to see them go all the way to Madrid.
35 seconds though. This has been a
The
much
timing on
slower
that
round.
is
So
Timing.
nasty.
Oh, no, Artist again.
been biding his time with
Always
this one
catching
though.
them off guard. They're gonna
This still
use
isn't a done round.
space
If they
taken to
can,
try and get
okay,
into the
well,
side, but Xiao for a second
honestly,
round in
the
a row.
you know
Just
Mini
gonna mow
Boo's
them
wall
down,
up
and
there,
what can
actually
Rians do
it
from
worked
this
against them
position?
heavily.
20 seconds left. Spike on the site. 5 players to find. I wish you the best of luck, but I don't think anything's going to be coming from this one. Xiao
8.
even making his move in towards the spawn. He wants another frag, and well, the fact is,
Okay,
this
I mean,
round is already done.
maybe
It's just about
no
getting those
duelists.
stats.
They kind of have to push
He's
through
done
in a comp where
exactly
you have a
that. A
Cypher,
fourth kill
a
for
Sova.
NAVI closing this one out with a pretty strong statement. They've given 2 rounds, kicking it off. The pistol loss and the follow-up, and that was half of what Heretics found. Artist is a menace. So his lurks have been so annoying to deal with. This guy is going to be playing slow pushes into your spawn, running it down on A, grabbing the off angle, and just holding that control. Control that should be utility and possibly 2 players holding it. Instead, it's one guy with a sniper who has an instant retreat after he takes a shot, and he has an insane hit rate on those shots as well, closing the half 13-7. Xiao did exactly the same. This is tough. When NAVI come out firing on all cylinders like this, there's almost no way to put them back, to quiet them down.
Probably a
Team Heretics
must
now
win.
on their defense will have to slow this
Knife
push
goes in and hits no
from
one.
NAVI. And
So
look,
they can
on the
just
attack
stick
side,
one over towards
I think
A
at
with the
least
Omen.
Artist will be a little bit less irritating. He won't be locking down the angles.
We've got a
in quite
camera
the
that
same
spots
way.
feet.
He might find a new way to cause the hair loss.
It is. It genuinely does. At least initially.
Yeah, dude, they
look
might
like
have.
it's
They
gonna
might
be
struggle.
Angel
They actually might
leading the
struggle
charge.
against this
Some of
comp.
these fights, Xiao just goes running into the cage. Just
If
sheer
Heretics get
disrespect.
pistol, I can definitely see this comeback
What's on the
happening.
defensive side, and in the meantime, Artist has just gone walking through. Now I feel like this should be known, especially once the second player goes, but that doesn't necessarily
I was
mean
gonna say,
they'll
what kind of
know
shock
that
darts
somebody
we
could
got
be
for the
as
plant
far
here?
forward as Artist is.
Dude, if you had some shocks in market, that would be strong.
Later rotation with Boo, everybody splitting up into their own angles. Mini Boo though.
Yeah, it's literally 3
He's
individual
cracked by a
1v1s.
piece of utility. That spot was being watched by Angel incrementally. It's going to be a matter of timing as to whether he wins it out or not. And indeed, Mini Boo falls. So too does Rian. So Boo
He has a
is
smoke.
alone. And having
Oh
picked
man,
up
it's gonna be a
Artist, they
spam
know where
fest.
he is. Again, we'll see the same thing that plagued NAVI on their defensive side. It's this tight plant, a very narrow angle that you can defuse on, and they've got utility to reveal you, to spam you down. They know at this point he's probably not defusing. Now he's tapped it again. Stun comes through. Good luck to you. 49 HP already.
Yeah.
And Zipan steps in to close it out.
I think with the pistol, that's probably secured.
Short of him running in and hitting the two
I think their comps can be good on defense against the no duelist, but they got no rounds to play with. Valsy, by the way, thank you so much, bro.
Again, you know, I feel like this has happened in most of our series. This is the map pick of Heretics, and it's gotten off to a terrible start.
Yeah, I think just how good we saw NAVI on the defense. Artists catching them every time. They would go for some of these pacier hits and just shutting down so much map control, and now losing the second pistol gives them one apiece.
I've seen the cast from the other round. Yeah, dude, it's crazy.
To try and find a response. They've gone for a few sheriffs, a little bit extra to try and play with for this round, but ultimately not a whole lot in comparison to the 3 rifles that are on the other
Prowlers
side.
are so good at clearing out over towards B.
But we saw what damage can be done.
One person holding aim, heavy rotate can come in.
Less to work
Dude,
with
they bought
in terms
3
of
sheriffs.
pistols bought. In terms of bullets bought, Artist did invest
Just because they
a
know
little
that they're
bit
never
more,
going to buy an
obviously
outlaw.
having his headhunter to work with.
He had a Guardian, basically.
Yeah, essentially. And he did some serious damage
Oh,
with
this
it. Benji
is-
Fishy, though, he'll do it
Yeah,
with a
that's
classic.
nice.
That's his full kill on Angel. And he's back over now, picking up a Sheriff for the upgrade. Keeping the numbers even in a round like this is already impressive. It's forcing Navi to group up and play this one together.
Wait, they are
It's
actually
already
hitting
cost them a
shots.
rifle with a clean kill from Miniboo, and they know Benji is still
No matter
around
what,
here.
it's already
Only
costly.
unknown
1 rifle
quantity
down.
is Boo. But with Artist
It's a
down,
win.
there's no trap to cover their back. Boo
It's a tiny
can
win.
creep his way on through. The only question
Wait,
is
they're
if
not
Navi
even
are gonna
looking
leave
behind
this
some
open.
of this.
If they're gonna
Oh,
go
he's going to
check.
smoke
I
himself
like
off to
it.
pretend that he's
I
not
love
coming
it.
from here. Yeah, this could be good.
This is a clear
And they haven't
sell
planted
from
yet. That's
Heretics.
really,
They're
really good.
telling Navi, we're both in spawn.
Benji
We're
kind of
both
wants
in
to shoot a
market.
bullet here.
We're not in main. Why would we smoke it off? Trying to block an angle for you. And that might just open the door for Boo. He's creeping his way through. It's being watched by Angel. It's a matter of timing.
Weird. Yeah, Shao's in a rough spot. Did he just see him?
Not quite in his vision, and when they are, Shao is trained in on him. Unlucky. Really nice try, though.
Yeah, I like the idea.
Benji. Sheriff in hand. There's still so much to try and do, to try and turn back.
Kylene and Cross
into
as
their
well, thank you
favor,
so much.
and they're doubled up. He'd need
Yeah,
some
nice double up
crazy
from them.
shots to get that one out of
They got a gun out
It's
of him,
gonna be
but
another triple kill for Shao. He is coming
there was
to
a little
today
bit of timing
carrying
with the
those
smoke over
stats.
towards main. It was smart.
As they now hit
I think
double
Benji
digits,
just had
this
to
is
like
looking
just try and
elite
take a
for the
duel
side
to
of
make him
Heretics and Navi.
have
They
pressure.
might just be speed running their way to Madrid.
It's like a fake duel.
Yeah, with their map pick up next, and it's not. I don't have a lot of faith in Breeze for Heretics, just because of how Navi are already lights out on this and how they've played so far. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Breeze has been a pretty strong map for this squad.
Yeah, no, Navi, they're 2-0, 13-7, 13-6, Liquid and BBL, and their defensive sides have been 7-1 and 9-3 with a Yoru comp.
Yeah, it's
man.
really tough to play against them.
Pass
I
big
don't-
buy run, they
you
send
never
it
know
over
coming
towards
into this
B.
game,
They
they
can't
might
really
even have
insta-react yet.
Other ideas up their sleeve.
This
There
kind
was
of
the
stuff
game
will
where you
work well
pull
though,
them
because
out,
what? You're going to
with
try,
10 to
they
4 in the
can't like
lead. It doesn't
instant
look like
fast
there's
react with
much
no
flair
duelists, to
needed
be
for the
honest.
Navi
Who's
side
going to
right
go
now.
into
They are just
the
winning this
into the
game
Cypher trips.
outright. Every single avenue they approach, victory is at the other end.
Yeah.
See if Heretics
Navi
can
have done
put
a
up
really
that
good job on
roadblock
this one. It's
already,
kind of
being
being
forced
like,
out of
well,
position. Navi
we
are
know
not
that they're
being
going
caught off
aggro
guard.
and there's
They
no
have the
Cypher here,
utility
and we
to
kind of want to avoid the
constantly
Cypher.
clear these
So at
angles
least
and
clear this
push
back.
Heretics onto the back foot. All the while, by the way, just hoping that maybe they get aggressive on A and someone like Sagetsu can grab that lurk kill that you know he's capable of. Now as they shift direction, it's going to be Artist that's trying to pick him off.
Panatek knifed just a second ago and it didn't reveal anything, and now that's actually where Navi have just slowly maneuvered their way towards it. Means that he's basically alone. He has some support.
Trying to short the
from
normal cam
of his
spots.
teammate.
Recon
There's a
goes over
cam
towards mid.
available
I
for
think that's the
Benji to
recon that's in the
potentially
window,
spot.
so it clears a little bit of the right as
I don't know if
well.
he's going to be
So
there to help soon enough.
good amount of info
to
that no
really
one's
do
mid.
too
30
much, and in
seconds
the
on this.
meantime,
We've got
Artis
one
has
kill
been
trip
selling
on
this
site.
ruse. Now
We've got one
Panatek
person on
has to go
site.
big on the site.
Got a nade, got a knife to delay. Damn, we've got a lot of util.
Benji's close, but what can he do with that util? Like you said, it's all on to Panatek to at least put up a good hold, buy them some time, get some kills. Benji
Man.
spamming through has picked up Shao.
Yeah, I was going to say, you
Now
got
the
so
flash
much
is gonna
util.
go in. Here comes the peek on the back.
Flash
and a great
swing.
play
Oh,
from
this was
Heretics.
really nice.
Crunch.
Really,
Crushed
really nice.
Navi's
This is what I'm
momentum.
saying. When we get to
And
these
left
kind of
Artis in a
areas where we're like
1v5
they
that
get
he
close,
has
it's
no
hard to
business
get
winning.
through any of
Barely
these choke
seconds
points.
left on the clock and the time.
What a shot.
What was that shot?
Jesus.
That was precise and it was quick. But it's not
Only
clean
one
enough.
death
He
though?
need 4
That's
more of
nice
those
for
in the
Heretics.
second
It's a
or
good sign
so.
as well.
10-5 we go. Half of the round.
I think they got to avoid the Cypher. Like if you're calling a timeout here, you're like them. Just
hit that final headshot.
just avoid
I
the
love
Cypher.
setup, though. The setup here is really cool because it basically involves Benji.
Yeah, they had good
using
delay.
his
I like the
utility from
cage
outside of
as
the
well.
site, so that like if a stray bullet
Also,
hits him, it wouldn't have mattered. Well,
the
if he was on
Cypher,
side, it
the
hits him, all
Cypher
of his
KO
util goes
like
down.
combos
Instead, he's
really
outside,
strong.
Heretics
Like
fighting
having
with
a
flashes,
cage
he's
and
putting
then
up
being able to
utility
flash
around
out of
him
it
to
as
keep
well.
him
That's
safe.
super strong.
Just a nice little
Ryan,
idea.
thank you so much for the
Also
raid
means
as
he
well,
could
bro.
be hit by anything that could potentially
Okay,
deny
so
that
they
utility
fake a
in general.
fast A. They get a
Nice
knife
round
out. They
for
get an
Heretics, but
Omen
as you
flash
said,
in
they
return
need
as
a
well.
lot more of those if they're going to be winning
This is a
map.
big buy round. Heretics would love to win this to go against Nico.
Well, Trap already dealt with some util to slow reveal as well. Benji wasn't spotted initially.
My
and
shots.
they can't deal with him. One by one, they fall on the side of NAVI. And with Mark
Damn, the
truly
Cypher,
locked down,
this,
there's
they got to
nowhere else
avoid the
look.
Cypher, man.
Benji's even
This is too
trained in
much.
to find Artist. Zipban alone.
It's weird
The
because
same
they have
spot
to go
Artist was in the
fast because
last
they
game.
want to
Last
follow a
round,
Prowler to
one
not get hit by the
versus
trips, but then
rifle in
these
his
cages
hands.
are just too much.
An entire platoon of enemies to take down. They're posted up, ready to go.
Wonder where he is.
They're just going to wait for him to step out of main or step back into the waiting arms of
Why am I
Google.
off center, bro? We're lucky
I like that.
we're lucky I'm on screen. You
Boo's
should have
trying
seen it
to get
earlier.
himself the kill. He's put the smoke down. He's like, yes, come back.
It's a work
In
in
the other
progress.
direction.
Which way do I
40
need to
seconds,
move?
he
This
can
way
just
slightly?
wait it out. The fact is,
too
with
far
Zipman
away.
saving the gun wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing financially. His team aren't exactly in the greatest of spots going into the next round, although
30
I
seconds
don't know
left.
if Artist will have Tour de Force available. It might give them something to play with. And he knows at this stage that if
Yeah,
there's that many
everyone's-
players and they're putting a smoke, there has to be someone
I mean, he
behind
could
him.
definitely save
Not
this.
going to be able to retreat onto the A
Heretics
site,
are
but it is all about
loving
just
this.
holding
I would
onto
be
that
so
gun,
fine with
having
Navi to do a
something
timeout now and just be
remaining
like,
for the next round
and just kind of break down what Heretics are doing, right? Aggro somewhere and
about a
then
minute,
passive
but
with Cypher.
it
So
doesn't
wherever
matter.
you see
It
the
looks like
aggro,
Zipman's
let them
gonna
go
be able to hold on
aggro,
to
then
the
just
gun.
retake and then just hit the site.
Patience didn't pay off there,
I think they have to avoid the Cypher here.
Zipban taking the knife
These
out,
2
a
rounds
little bit
wasting
of
the Cypher
extra
just to
movement
annihilate
speed.
them.
It makes all the difference, I suppose. 10-6, 4 rounds between them. It doesn't seem like a lot, but Navi are so close to pushing this over the line. It has to be a near flawless set of rounds from Team Heretics to fight their way back through. And Navi, well, they'll at least experience some difficulties here, some weaknesses. Good to see Benji activated in a round like that as well. Hasn't had a bad game. We talk a lot about Mini Boo in this map. Benji's been matching his performance, and I think that's certainly something to write home about, that Sentinel being able to lock down control. The challenge will not
Oh,
be
that's
towards
cool.
Benji this time.
Damn, that's
Instead, it's
cool.
Mini Boo, and he's not losing
Oh
this
my
challenge.
god, okay, farming. Dude, that flash was
The
sick.
damage is massive. Only 3 of those kills are for him, but that's 3 more than I'd give him credit for, swinging into the full force of
Oh
Navi.
my, the
They
flashes
even
this round.
suspect
Holy.
where Artis is, smelling the blood
That was
in the
sick
water.
though.
Tried to spam the box to get the
Dude, I feel like Navi would be happy that happened on an eco, to be honest.
Heretics like, I'll set up the flash, I'll peek, my kill. Mini Boo's like, if I hit the last bullet, maybe I'll just steal this one. But it is great round.
I
from
really
them.
wonder
I
if,
like the trap setups that they're having. Andaluthi are flawless
I mean,
as well.
I feel like
It's
Navi need
just
to go
cool
top
ideas. Like, you
mid,
can see that
really.
Navi on the other side
Either
didn't
top
have
mid
a
or they
massive
could do what I
amount of
said
weaponry to
earlier
play
in
with.
terms
I
of
think it was
just
a
waiting
hero
for
rifle coming in for Artis, but they
wait
had
for
a
the
little
pressure and
trap
then
set up
retake the
ready to
pressure.
shut them down. And that's the thing. When Heretics have got moving, when that momentum has
Still
been in
no
their favor,
timeout.
this is where this team has truly obliterated a lot of their opponents.
Dude, they
That's
go
not the best
aggro
start,
over
though.
towards
Same
middle.
thing attempted again. Mini Boo looking to try and take over the game.
I mean, I imagine
And
there was some
Artis
util that I missed in
silences
terms
him
of a
within
KO flash.
Well,
I
this
think
is
they
it.
tried
When
to
you've
do
got a
KO
player
flash
that's winning
neon
rounds
middle
off
as
the
well.
back of getting aggressive, you're likely to get aggressive with him. So
Yeah.
Navi make the play to just pump the
Especially
brakes.
if they're on neon.
Yes, yes. You know, you're not going to
Yeah,
find the
this is the
value
thing.
by holding an
Navi just
angle
need
till they
to
peek you.
Navi need to
So this is
relax for the
somewhere
first
that
15
Navi make the
seconds
right
because
read. This guy's going to get aggro, stack up A. He
something's
might do
happening.
it there again. Leave Artis to lurk on mid, and if he pushes B main, we'll just play it for the information. It is what it is. They've certainly cast out their net and caught a fair amount of fish. A good haul for the side of Navi with a 5 versus 4. And Team Heretics not having a ton of ultimates to fall back on. At least a null command.
It's
from
weird at the
Patatech,
moment. They
but
haven't,
as we
like,
can see,
pushed
it's on the wrong side of the map.
into
Some
any of the
aggression taking
mains.
place up towards A main, and even a 3rd player on that side from
So yeah, now
Heretics.
looking like a B split from
Meanwhile, the man
everywhere.
that we've
And
praised just a
Cypher
little
is
bit
in
earlier on,
the
Benji Fishy,
most
is having
trouble.
some trouble. You can see he's falling back towards the spawn to try and cover that back angle, leaving his traps to play the side.
Oh,
the camera
boy.
has been destroyed. And
No
that's drawing
way.
some rotations. But Sagetsu's got himself
No
in a
way.
perfect position for this. Both players with their backs turned, and Artis might be a little peeved to die
20,
like
25
that,
seconds.
but his
They still
teammate
got to
got
go
the
into
trade
Cypher.
nice and
There's a
clean.
small world.
And with that, there seems to be no way this falls awry. They haven't cleared bench.
Yeah, I was wondering if he was going to try cage, stop plant.
They have found the kill just in time.
It's crispy aim all the way through, and well,
Not bad. That's the last time we're going to see Heretics do something a little bit aggro like this.
For Heretics, just moments later, Navi bounced back with 4 players surviving.
As in, like, as deep aggro as this. Yeah, maybe the flash was too easy.
A lot of what they were going to do,
Turn
and
the
then
flash
just
so
a
faster.
sneaky little play coming through the back for Sagetsu. Heretics going to take themselves a pause, a chance for the Brits to have a little bit of chat with the guys.
Well, you know, it's an old strategy to make that much noise when you're running at your opponents. A
See,
matter
now-
of honor sometimes. The only
Now,
problem
if
is
I
it
was
gives
Heretics,
away
I
the
would
fact
do
that
like
you're
the
there.
B main
Maybe
aggro that
the
they
sheer
did, but then I would have
tempo
Cypher
can cause
on
them
the
to be
site.
stunned, or
I think they
fall
gotta
on
mix
them
it
as
up.
well. That could help out. But if it misses, that's where the trouble comes through. I love Rian's locks, you know, looking good these days.
I wonder if that was someone from production who did that, or one of his teammates. that's the question
There's
I
no
have.
telling.
Who's changed it? We'll never know.
It was
we'll never know.
It was Casso with the big lemons.
But yeah, this is a huge moment for Heretics. They've started to like gain some momentum, quickly shut down. Tour de Force available as well for Artis if they need it. And they have a couple of ults of their own. Potential to remove some utility and send Minibu in flying. But the question is, what is going to be the plan? Because as we've sort of witnessed, a lot of what you're going to get from that Neon on this defensive side is aggressive pushes with some cool utility combos. That's only going to work so many times. You have to try and catch Navi off guard. And they are very happy to play these slower pace rounds and try and sort of weave their way through the gaps in your defense. Because especially on a map like Sunset, there always seems to be somewhere with a gap.
You want to play? Let's play.
Well, you're not going to be canceling out the fun times happening on the other side of the map. Team Heretics seeing nothing on A. There is one player sitting outside of it.
Yeah, they play very standard at the moment. They should just set one up.
Danger in this
Set the
round
Omen up over
is the man
towards
with
A.
the big golden gun in hand. It's Artis having popped his ult, and he'll be left to cause havoc. Now, we've seen this a number of rounds from Artis. Sitting around this position, he'll grab a pistol or something to shoot up towards where the camera
Yeah, the thing
usually
is,
in the window.
when you know
make some
Cypher's
noise
over
and
towards
hope
this site,
that
not that
somebody
they know
goes
it yet,
swinging
but
into him. If
it's
they
just never going to get a
all the
peek.
slow contact towards A usually works late in the round. I like how Navi have been playing this because so far it's not like Heretics have had an answer outside of their trap plays. Their quick responses to map control being seized. Doesn't look like they've got one set up necessarily either. This is somewhere that Heretics are going to have to take individual duels, and I think the first might be Rien's. He's already walking down towards mid, and it looks like Heretics have the idea to crunch 2 players in market, 2 to top mid, postured on the
Yeah,
angles,
man,
ready
look at
for a
some of this
fight.
mid
Stun
stuff.
was
Do you see-
good. Ult is
Oh,
popped.
man.
Minibu's good for more, and he's out.
Yeah,
He's bought
respect
himself
getting
some
out of
time.
there.
Yeah, and that's decent as well. That gets rid of Angel. That's a lot of your information.
That was a big
setups.
mid
Now
punish.
do
They
have
come
a
over
Rolling
towards
Thunder.
site. We've
I
got
assume
Boo
if
with
you were
one
ever gonna
smoke,
use
and
it,
this is
this
going to be an
would
important smoke.
Minibu able to quickly
Gets
get
it over
into
towards
position.
side. It's going to be 20 seconds when they get even close to
Now,
it. We
well,
gotta
no command.
we get a
Yeah, it's
KO
not gonna
ult,
be
so they
that
can't
ult
use any
available.
util to
That's
get
gonna
through
be a
this
big problem
smoke.
for Navi.
Does Boo get
15
another one at
seconds
one
coming
point?
up on the clock for them to try and make their move. A fragment
they have
to
to
delay
enter
them,
side at
a
10
smoke in the
seconds.
way. If they are going to go for this, it has to be now, but they get the entry onto Minibu. Panitek holding strong, though,
Panitek's
and that
looking
might just be
crispy.
enough to spam. Has dropped that spike.
Yeah,
leaving
just
two
sick.
players remaining, and they can just hide out for the remainder of the round.
Man, if they got a
Artis will
pistol on
take
this,
off
it
with
would have. I felt like they win that.
Heretics have managed to bounce back, and a lot of it is off the
Nicely
back
done
of
from Patty,
Panitek.
yeah.
Well, 2 kills.
His util's
before the
good, his
timer
aim's
went
good.
out, and he cleaned house afterwards. 8-11. You know, when we were looking at a much wider gap between these teams, even just at 10-6, it felt like Navi might gain control of this and turn it into their favor. Now, though, we're seeing these responses from the side of Heretics. The mid-control idea was nice. 4 players looking to crunch. Navi threw a lot of utility back at them. They were throwing their smokes, using their stuns, and forcing them off angles, particularly in market. I don't think that went the way Heretics wanted off rip. Good stun, though. Oh, this is fantastic.
The
Early
first-
aggression could
first
get a
time
lot
they
of
actually
space
get over
for the
towards
side
A.
of Navi, but they've just forced them back instead. And I think what
This is
they're
a big
missing
win, but normally
is
the trips are far back, so they still kind of
someone on
don't know where the
Neon
Cypher
that
is.
quickly sees that space after the stun and punish the kills. They don't have that.
Thoughts
so
on the
not
Navi
able
comp
to
so
quite
far? I
force
like
those
it.
mistakes the same, and then they go walking into these angles.
I definitely think
Minibu
no.
just
I
doesn't miss.
think no
Yeah,
duelist
this is-
can
is
for
basically what I was
sure
saying in the
work
first
on this
half.
map.
Is it just
I
gonna be
think they're
Angel
playing against
basically
probably
just taking firefights?
one
It's
of
like,
the worst
I
comps
don't
that they
know,
could have played
especially
against
versus
it though.
Minibu, you ain't gonna be winning it.
Like
Now they're
Heretics'
relying on
comp
Artis doing the same
should
thing,
stomp
just
them a
walking up
little
mid.
bit.
It's
The
where
Cypher is
holes
just
really
like
sort
a.
of lie within this attack side is
Cypher
they
just has
don't
so
have a
much
space
fun.
taker, and one by one, it's individual fights. And Heretics have won all
Which
of them.
kind of worries me about the Navi comp, I
And it was
guess,
what
because
you
it's
said
just like
starting it out, right? 'Cause
Cypher's
you said
pretty
about the space
Cypher's
take,
pretty
the first
regular
point
on this
you made
map.
when we saw these compositions come through is the fact that Raze has been so popular and you don't have that on either team. Now, we can understand why Heretics on the attack side are replacing Raze, how
Bro,
they're
Patty,
doing it.
man,
Mini Boo
Patty's
is the
killing
space taker.
people.
He's the guy round the corner, quick as can be. We saw it especially towards elbow, like Shao getting cut off in some of the rounds.
Oh my.
I want to believe, I really do. There's so many players, so little time. Spike down, but he's already picked up 2. Got a Rolling Thunder to work with as well. 2 flashes, but 20 seconds on the clock. He's got to run, and he's got to do it now. There's players watching the cross, and simply no way. I would call it here. 10 seconds on the clock. They will just run the clock down.
Yeah,
So
there's got no time for this.
Take the swing together.
Nicely
or
done.
on their own and finish it out. Nicely done. But yeah, back to
Okay,
that
Navi,
point,
dude, they got to
Navi,
start
they
timing
don't
out.
have that
And I
solution.
think
And
it's
I think
either
in these rounds, in the last
they're not going
couple in
aggro anymore, so
particular,
I
we're
think they got to
seeing
just
how
try
they
something over towards
struggle
top mid.
to not take the map control, but to actually take a kill, to punish.
They could just try
any,
something
map
fast,
control
seeing as
that
the
was
Cypher
taken
hasn't
by
been here.
Heretics.
I think also we've seen the last couple of rounds at least that Miniboo has gone for positions where he can take a fight, but he can get out of there. And I think that's the main thing that I want to be focusing on is the round where he ran down mid,
Let me move my cam
that
ever
bleeds
so
too
slightly
much.
like that.
Because that's in a position where there's no
little
escape.
bit better.
If you go down, you give
That
them the
works a
advantage.
little bit better.
NAVI can trade very effectively. The composition doesn't really harper them too much there. The problem is if no one gives them that fight and you're just chilling, and then it's like, okay, Angel's
a good
going to swing
timeout.
into Miniboo. Who's winning
Dude,
that fight?
I swear he's going to be talking about taking top mid, but they also might just try and if they can buy here, I imagine they go top mid. But there's a world that they just insta send to A after not seeing the Cypher here.
The old Angel space taking up against Miniboo. Those opening duels have been convincingly in favor of Team Heretics. They're back on the board. They've got, what, 5 out of the last 6 rounds? If you're on the side of NAVI for the first time, you're starting to get worried. This could slip out of your hands. And like people have been saying, this matchup, it's favored to NAVI. They're definitely the favorites on paper. But it's not going to be the biggest surprise in the world. Our jaws will not be permanently stuck on the floor if Heretics do it, because the signs have been there.
Yeah, they're kind of all in for this one.
100%. You even tell me Heretics are in this position 2 weeks ago? I'm sending you to get lobotomy.
It's a good lineup as well. They got everything.
This is reality, and I think Heretics have earned it every step of the way. That's the key thing. They've taken
The first time we're going for a trip play on this one. Camera spots feet, and then Flash goes in, and then they duel. But this is so heavy. Yeah. Dude, look at Angel. He has the spike.
With the spike on his own, but nobody has managed to stop him. Artis has been caught. Trade back for Benji.
Benji did good.
Keeps things
I mean,
even for
honestly,
now.
Angel
They
did
don't
good.
know the Panic still in
Angel's
the
just
corner.
telling everyone to
Absolutely
get
no
out
idea.
there.
Just a
Do
stake
they
in
have an
the
idea
cross.
Artis is here? Because he has a double kill. If not,
Pressure on Sugetsu, looking to try and trade things back. Rians will do just that. And now
oh, that was not pretty. That was not pretty.
There's the
Damn, dude.
for the dub. Rians with a big play. 2 kills, closing out that round, shutting down Art, embarrassing Artis on the wide swing, I'd say.
Poor guy,
I
man.
think Artis may have embarrassed himself.
Yeah.
Benji, though.
That's true. It was a little bit whiffy, but
I don't think that was intentional. By
It's
his
so
opponent.
funny watching. It's so funny watching Navi on a no duelist comp. You just see you just see Angel just like, yeah, man, I'll take the space. Like, I'll do it. I'm the guy with the spike, dueling out. Rest of his team is hiding in B main.
I'll be surprised if you can hear gunshots go off when Heretics are taking fights, because they are looking so
they put
good.
a guy. They put a.
To a 1-round gap, and the momentum is in their favor.
Oh. Oh man, it's falling apart.
Somehow
They've used so much util for this guy, but it's okay. Now these other guys have to send it. The team flashed, Omen flashed. Oh man, don't tell me this is the round they lose. Oh no.
Angel's got another one. This is starting to get interesting. They've had to use the Hunter's Fury. There's chance for real damage here. A second player almost connects onto Zipan. Spike in the way. But it is going to be the plan. Somehow this
Zifx, bro, thank you.
doable. Unlikely, but doable.
Well, we had 2 spams through the smoke, essentially the yin and yang trading each other out. But then the Hunter's Fury, it's pulled it back in favor. Zipan's so low, damage is done.
Yeah, they definitely know where they are now.
Play with as well. Benji's just locked them in, put
That
him
was
in
the
a
only
box,
person with
but it's
HP.
only Zipan left. 45 HP, 25 HP, and a Sheriff. A Dream. No! He's got 2! The collapse! Benji's on it, right under his nose!
Benji's Benji's stuck it. Holy. As if.
11-11, not even breaking a smirk as they equalize. Heretics are locked in to close out map 1.
Jesus.
Oh my God. Can we get, I think, about 5,000 new pairs of trousers to the Heretics watch party? Because everybody must have just clenched at the same time. Like, that is absurd. They just managed to collapse. Headshot. Whoa,
Oh,
25.
Yeah, Patty did a little sidestep into it.
Benji balls of steel just to stick that all the way. Like, I think everybody was
Dude,
terrified.
11-11. They only have one buy round.
Swung,
They only have one attack buy round.
He's gone. He's out of the scene. There's no coming back.
It would be probably the second most embarrassing thing after what he said about that Koi game.
Yeah, last year press conference, he still hasn't lived that down. But you know what? It might be egg on our face. We can't make fun of him anymore if he makes it all the way to Madrid.
Fair play.
I think already he's earned that respect back. But wow, 11-11. I didn't think we were getting here. NAVI looked like they were running away with things, but impressive defensive side from Heretics
of the last
so far.
8 rounds, I think.
Yes.
We are seeing the holes in that NAVI comp. Looking to try and build up in towards this B site once again. And look at the rotation already. You can see once the information is not had on the other side, once the aggressive pushes come through from Boo, they're already going to catch the artist is here. Although that kind of sells a little bit of a ruse because he normally lurks. He's normally playing mid. He's normally hiding behind. Again, Nightfall going to be going through.
All goes in.
Might have caught Benji.
It's just like,
not
well.
catch Padatek. So yeah, no, they got absolutely no. They just got
They
Benji.
baited out some cages. They baited out a cage.
I mean, I like the idea.
They got rid of the trip.
Waited out.
Okay, actually not bad. They got no util now to get out, and that flash is incredible.
Push from NAVI, no utility, like you said, Tom. No Viper's pit to save the
Problem
day.
is, Boo was too far away to do a smoke.
With a double man blitz coming in from Mark at any second now.
And they have no idea about Angel.
He's been so good in these fights, and he needs to be better because Rienz is
Got to plant this.
Out goes the paranoia. They tried to deny the defuse. The time is low, but it's done. It's being planted. It's being
Oh
found.
my God.
Still putting up a fight. And with Benji down, the numbers are even, but Mini Boo so desperately low. Boo needs to make a big play. The brothers trying to clutch it out, but only
Big
one
1v2.
stands. Full HP on Boo.
He has no idea.
There's a player
Oh,
right up beside
holy
him.
hell. Nicely done from Zipan though. Managed to hold the plant with like, what, 6 seconds left, and then somehow gets that kill as well.
For the Spanish fans on map
Bro,
number
this
1.
is intense. Dude, give him that second pistol, yeah.
Although the pressure now sits with Heretics, the fact is they've been good for it so far in the defensive side. I think the main thing that's going to come down is whether or not NAVI have an idea and whether or not they may have a blunder. I think that's the only thing that can really stop them at this stage. 12-11. No problems in terms of having their utility available. The
One
credits,
chance.
very much.
They do the flash peek over towards here, set one person up. They at least hear the flash, and every time they've been doing that, they've been setting the neon up, so you kind of know that the Cypher's over towards B with this.
For the first sort of 10-15 seconds of the round, because they know that this guy
Like the most obvious call here is to just push back A and go A, but
It's been so impressive, this defensive side. I think
they at least want to push back A.
Benji Fishy for me is a player that
Bro, that's both Prowlers used. They didn't push through A, and now they have a trip to deal with as well.
And I'd read these rumors, oh, he's not ready for the top level yet. He's not
And
there
both
yet.
of them.
Well, it certainly looks like it here, and no better team than NAVI. As I said, 5 times in a row, this squad has been at international events. When they had artists, they were winning them, and now they're back with him. Team Heretics, a huge line in the sand, already drawn a great start. A tough start to the series, actually, and then they bounce back into it. One away with 45 seconds on the clock. This defense is going to be tested one more time, and it looks like NAVI have their eyes set on B.
Time is low on this. We've got
Angel a
3
while ago.
people B.
35
Double
seconds on the
Cypher
clock as
trips
they
here.
do now look to make their move. Miniboo has rotated into position.
How many cages
in
has he
order
got
to
as
try and
well?
support. Aftershock actually sent through just to
Oh
destroy
my,
the
look
trip.
at this. I mean,
Miniboo
that's...
there, as said,
How on
they didn't
earth did
have
they
that
get out? Smoke's
expectation
going to come
to just
down
swing
as
that.
well.
Now
Now
the
what?
cage is up, the smoke is up.
They got
Now
an
they're
Omen
gonna
flash
have
to
go
get out,
running
that's
straight
it.
Through this paranoia does help them a little bit, but it is a slaughter
Solid.
from the site, leaving just Sugetsu standing. 10 seconds left. The world, he'll take one for his troubles. But planting
Okay,
this should
we
be
go overtime. Dude, what a
as
sick
he
map so
lays
far.
it down
Well,
through the pit,
it's
and
all about who
Heretics
can win
hold it to overtime.
It's all about who can win the attack.
Well, I'll give it to
Well,
them.
actually-
One of the questions we had about this Heretics roster coming into today, how do they handle it when
I guess so.
times get
Yeah.
tough? when they lose a map, well, I'll tell you what, going to an overtime, it's almost as bad as losing the map. Stress here going to be higher than ever. One mistake, and this series you've just fought the last hour to win. The map, at least, it slips out of your hand.
That's the thing. I think there's pressure when losing a map, but there's also pressure being 10-4 down. That's the scenario they found themselves in literally 15 minutes ago. They have risen to the occasion. They have shown they can go toe-to-toe with
Get a little timeout as well. Everyone gets a new timeout. Looks like he knows what he wants to call.
Angel, Xiao, they've been around for a while. Zipan, going back to the very beginning of Valorant, they've been competing at the very top level. A lot of these players, you're talking about people just last year coming through the VCL system. In fact, well, other than Panitek, who, bear in mind, is not meant to be here.
Yep.
You're looking at players like Boo, who are the ones with the most experience. Someone we talk about on Oglu in the past. Like, this is a long, long way from there.
Yeah.
Top 4 already within EMEA, competing with a giant. The question is, can Goliath take them down?
Last time Patatek was seen on these screens within this studio, this very same
Op
space
for Artis
in
makes a
Berlin
lot of sense.
a long time ago in
That's
First
it.
Strike, and he found victory there. Now back on the same
Where's his trip
stage.
gun?
Looks a little different.
Team's not even in our region anymore. That's how long ago that was.
They're out of here. But
to be fair, neither is the FPX.
True also.
We're talking about days when half the teams have left and gone
Go
to
for
other
the
regions.
fast. Dude, he's going to have an op here. Is he going to eat this flash or playing anti?
To be fair, one of them is yeah, no.
Have they been
Navi,
talking about the
big
fact that they've been
boys.
doing this sometimes?
They were
Flash
there
in, flash in late, Omen
Like,
flash.
they're not new. They
Oh,
were
no
already
Omen
here.
flash this time.
Nice flash. Right off rip. I would expect
Oh.
Artis to be going back and, well, they threw a few more
Yeah.
pieces of utility in just to make sure they know how unhinged this guy can be. Playing against him never easy. Remember, going back to that defensive side for Navi, it was opening pick after opening pick for Artis on this rifle. It's why you see so much committed from Heretics to push him out of those easy angles.
Heretics themselves have pumped the brakes, but there are 4 players now ready and waiting for Navi. They have left.
They saved that
Sugetsu.
Omen flash though. Like the
other
Omen
side of
flash
the
over
map.
towards site could be everything.
The thing is, though, Heretics
There
at
is
this
4
stage
people
look
here,
committed.
though.
They look like they're set on going in this direction. Maybe the expectation is that someone's going to come a looking flash across. It's a bait to give Minibu
Oh,
the
the Omen
space.
flash hit too.
But the fact is,
Angel gets such an important kill. Now they all have to come out of side. Oh man, should be done.
Wow. Chow's just peeked in. He saw them all, but the paranoia didn't catch Patatek. Able to
Spike
respond
on
quickly.
site.
Heretics still
Literally in the middle of
chance
site.
Until another kill is found by Angel. This time through the smoke. 3 versus 2.
Wait.
Another falling though. That's Angel
Wait.
overcommitting. He was in no man's land taking a fight. They know where Zipan is. They've got him boxed in. Trails leading to him, but Patatek falls anyways as Navi come
Got a
back
little
from
bit close
what
there.
looked like a little bit of a
Little bit
shaky
close.
situation in the
Yeah,
end.
it is. It is
13 to
all about
12.
who can win the attack.
One more needed to put this to a close and move on to their own map pick.
I swear to God, every time they use either Rolling Thunder or Nightfall, somehow they almost lose the round. It's like, we're in a perfect position. I'll use my ultimate. Somehow that made things worse. But I guess it might just be them trying to make plays on the top of it. As you said, though, getting Navi to overtime, it might be considered an achievement, but for Heretics, they don't want to be left in the footnotes of history. They need to turn this one around.
Yeah, full A control. And again, for Navi, it's
Wow,
just
the
like,
success
well,
they
now
had
we know
was
that the
mostly
Cypher's not here.
On this defense, the fact
And in
is, though,
theory, that is like the site to
initial
hit for
aggression
them.
didn't spot
The
anything.
problem is they need to make
now
space
looking
with
to
this
put that
Prowler.
pressure in.
Yeah,
Blue
yeah.
has
'Cause
been
they've been throwing a
forced to
few of these
fall
Prowlers
back.
and not actually taking
He's
any
still
space
around
with
this
them. They
angle.
kind of got a
Paranoia
heavy
in hand.
commit.
Is he about to set up Minibu to go for a swing? It looks
Oh,
like
look
it,
at the
but he's
Omen
found the
flash.
kill as well.
Shao keeps him in it.
Would it be
That's a
massive
huge kill.
hope for
Smoker
that
down.
trade back out.
Solo
Xiao maintains
smoker.
control and Navi maintain course. Looking for the A site. Plenty of players.
3 people
rotating
here
on the side
over
of
rotate
Heretics.
because they just know
This
that they're going to
defensive
avoid
side
the
doesn't wanna
Cypher.
stand still and let Navi make the next move. Though
Wow.
they're getting aggressive, pushing in
Whoa.
and punishing
Damn.
a free peek. Navi
That
trying
was sick.
desperately to save Sugetsu from Minibu's grasp. Oh wow! They didn't think there were 2 more guns standing ready to take that.
They
out.
re-aggressed on
Only
him,
Angel
3
left.
people.
1v3 in this angle, 1v4 in the round. And
Damn, dude, that was
health
sick.
remaining. That's a pretty clean
Okay, we go
conclusion.
again. Got to win that
13
attack
to
round.
13. Another overtime awaits us.
Yeah, they're so confident to just leave Benji there, just because they know that they're going to avoid the Cypher, and the trips are too good. They have nothing
Within
really
this
to break them,
Heretics
especially when
roster,
double
even
Prowler's
in
done.
a shaky climate,
And
the support they had,
this
the
was nice. The
flashes,
util hill was
stuns
good. The
they
stuns.
used alongside it. Minibu
Pardon me, sir? Pardon me? I don't understand if they were calling narrate that, but a bit more shaggy, I suppose.
Tom Biz is done, man.
That's definitely my favorite Coach Mike so far.
Oh, that's going on the soundboard. Mini Boo already off to a poor start. Didn't take the advice to heart. He's out of the round.
Well.
And we've got a 4 versus 5 for Navi. 13-13. Defense has been good. Opening picks by Artis have been nasty. But they're going to avoid him for now. Taking things
When are they just going to go aggro? They don't need to do anything for a little bit. They might just go aggro once the trip breaks. Fast flank behind.
Say that. The drone will
It's
give
a hard
things
round
away.
for Heretics to win.
That's where to get to.
Okay, drone's the queue on this one. Artis swings a little bit, checks, gets some info, no one there. Over towards mid, free mid.
Snake bite down, smoke on it as well. It looks like they're just
Yeah, they can hear the trip.
Maybe a hard read coming through. They've obviously got to destroy the trap.
Well, they get full sight. We still have Benji's trip for behind. They get the plant. That's a kill over the top. And the retake smoke. Uh-oh. Kind of on his own, though. You really got to... That was not the one.
Sits with Navi, stays there.
Okay, doesn't matter, though.
Sight seems to be to Rian's.
Oh,
reset the shot.
my
Reset
days, bro. Imagine.
To close the round, I was believing in that clutch. What a reset from him. But 14 will be ultimately in the hands of Navi. One more to push this across the line. And the worst thing is, you know, we talked about a team like Heretics. How will they manage a defeat? If they lose,
yeah, these high ground positions, man. It's just why Omen is one of the best as well. It's just one on every site. I mean, there's 2 on A.
This is where Navi are going to take themselves a pause.
Okay, maybe they have an idea. Dude, I'm telling you, as long as they, I think as long as they find where the... It's kind of hard because there's a KO knife as well, I guess. So they could definitely still try and do like a heavy over towards middle. I think that could work for sure. But I think wherever they go aggro, they can definitely still re-hit it. That's what I'm calling for. I could see them thinking top mid would work up, though.
What we've seen so far in overtime, obviously still early days just yet. Again, so many players that we can highlight, but there hasn't really been a weak link within either side. And at this stage of the game, that doesn't really matter anymore. It's all about getting those rounds.
Yeah, that's it. You can come into OT, not pop a single kill, but you're taking the space. Playing your role. All the pieces of the puzzle need to fit together, and for Heretics now more than ever, this is their map pick. Breeze doesn't look fantastic. I think the favor more so towards Navi there. It is Navi's map pick as well. They've got the stats to work with, and for Heretics, I'd still be afraid of players like Miniboo there for sure. But we don't want to see them go in one map down, not like this. Navi 14-13. The timer started ticking away. We're about to see the barriers go up for what could be one last time.
Well, still the battle for the attack rounds. Knife goes in, 2, you know, and they got a free Prowler out of them. And the Prowlers are everything. Like, the Prowlers are everything at the moment. It's such a big win.
From Big Bro to try
and I think it looks like Heretics talked about the fact that they're gonna try and retake wherever you go aggro, because we have more people holding this A.
And actually, Navi are going to try and play off the back of this. Stun is good. It's left onto Miniboo, and it's just going to be the trades.
Oh, that's nice. So they definitely take that. Flash pushes them behind, but they don't know about that. This is looking alright for Navi. It's one of their better goes at it.
What it will be is just Benji over on the other side of the map, and it seems like
Navi one pass and fake, all up to Benji.
For Navi.
Definitely in one sense, I think
2 people rotating over as well.
Find that space and take the pick,
Man,
right?
so
like
much
this
is down to Benji.
But Benji is steadfast. He is held. The camera just looking towards main, or market, pardon me, while B main is covered off by these traps.
And they're going to split him. He has a camera that spots feet in a sec, though, so that can mean that Sova can rotate to middle. Wait,
Angel move through
Angel's kind of aware of it.
That's when the utility comes through from the rest of Navi. Calm down. Where does he go? Benji now knows there's enemies everywhere. Good first.
Done good. Pushes over towards here. Can take the one-on-one. Can he stay alive as well? Yes, he can. We don't know about market, but he's done fantastic. Still the
himself.
Still the trip on
45
site.
on Angel. It should be an easy fight. And with the
Damn,
headshot,
Benji's
they
a
zip
god
out.
right now.
This round may just be tied up in a neat little bow. No need to peek for Benji. 12 seconds left. No plan for Angel just yet. Good shot to start. Plant going to be attempted. Going to be stuck all the way.
That
But the
nade.
stumped
Oh.
him. Despite one kill, he can't
Whoa.
quite correct in time. 14
Nicely
to
done from
14,
Benji here.
Tom. We're going again, round number 29.
Oh, it's so hard for any of
Scared
these
for a
guys to
second
get an
there.
attack
That
round.
was going to be that push forward from him, and just neither player would be ready for such an aggressive peak. But again, you mentioned him already. On this defensive side, Benji has been a menace that Navi have really struggled to deal with. Still trying to catch up to Minibirds, but a challenge throughout this match so far. Back to the attack. I feel like that is going to be the deciding factor. Who is the first to get that
3
attack
people
side
here.
round?
Omen Flash is going to hit both of these.
It's going to be that first attempt. Already
Oh
stunned up,
my, look at the
blinded,
util.
everything.
Recon goes
Thrown
back. Everything. Do they?
to the side.
Does he?
Heretics, he's waiting.
Oh, boy.
Oh, he's giving it away.
Oi, I'm surprised.
gets out of there.
Like old
He
artists.
sticks around for the fight. I don't know that Benji's chances are that good.
Yeah, old artist
Luckily,
takes
he's
that.
gone. A reset on the anchor. Time now bought
Over
for this squad of Heretics.
duration. Yeah,
This
duration
phase
artist takes that.
retaken. They're
Overtime
forced back
artist
off A. It's not
didn't want to mess up.
bad, really, to trade out the paranoia, considering Navi don't have the control. You know, if Artist was now pushed up on B main and had that position as he did before Benji's little bit of a challenge, or if he was pushed up on A main, fair enough. You know, worthwhile trade. But now there's valuable utility missing from the side of Navi, utility that's had a lot of impact in late rounds.
Run through.
Wait, do they think that hit the trip?
To destroy the trap, but it's
Oh
failed.
no, they think
So
they hit the
they'll now
trip.
know that this angle is still going to be covered.
But
And
they're
more
gonna kind of
importantly,
think that they're not
they're
going
walking
B
into
anymore
that
because of that.
operator. That has been such a devastating
now they know
thing
they're going
throughout the
B.
game so far,
But they
especially
know
on
they're all
defense.
coming main.
Good
Oh, they
utility to
can't win
force
this,
back
right?
Artist, but he's not
I
dealt
mean, they're
with
actually
this
done
yet.
really good to get out
It's
towards
looking like
site. It
the
might not
retake.
matter.
Every single round, Shout seems to be able to find a kill above these
No
spots.
one
It's
getting mid
something
info
that
yet.
Heretics seem
Okay, they
aware
clear
of,
mid.
as they'll now get back
Oh,
into
it's
their
the actual
aftermath.
spam fest. Does anyone go around the world?
Was up in market as well. Navi weren't able to keep the Viper wall in play to block them out fully, but that's okay.
Wait,
because
this is one of the better
recharging of those
chances.
toxins for the
Whoa,
retake.
whoa, whoa,
And
whoa,
Miniboo
whoa.
tried to get ahead of it,
Flash
but
to
Artist
try and,
finally gets that opening
and
duel
set him up.
late into the round. A fight
This is gonna be
through,
mayhem.
so there's still lots of utility. Nade
No
down,
one
that's
went
gonna
round
buy
the world
some
to have
more
the
time.
trip
Navi
still
wanna fight
active.
forward, wanna take control over
Whoa,
ATP
whoa.
through by Xiao, has not worked. And
Wait,
the
wait,
defuse
wait,
not
wait.
attempting it right now. It's a brave
Oh,
attempt, but
damn,
Navi
dudes.
as well, but they have found
The
that
attack trip close as they went through the smoke.
lead now
Yeah,
for
it's
Team
just too
Heretics.
strong. Chad, do
For
you reckon we
the
see
first
part of
time,
this
a
map
chance
get
to
changed?
close out their map pick.
The spams
They get
are
to do it on
it's
their
reminding me a little bit of the
defense.
Pearl
This could be
spam.
it.
Yeah, I think just being able to get into these sites.
Oh, that was really bold.
These B-side post plants have been sublime for the side of Heretics.
Yeah, as soon as they
It's
get the
not just a
plant on
young
this stairs,
squad
it's
blitzing
done.
their opponents with aim. They have ideas, they have plans.
Damn, look at this
They
place.
definitely have fans.
In the droves.
Dude, it could be sick.
That's fantastic to see.
I mean, that's-
the Heretics
that's
community
the,
showing up, and well, the roster certainly living
That's-
up to
that's
the
the
hype
attack round we were
that they
talking about.
themselves have created. Because when people saw this team list go out, there wasn't a lot of hype drummed up. No one said, "Oh, that's it. That's it.
It's a
Madrid
team
down, baby."
for the future. Team for the
Exactly.
future.
Yeah. Maybe in a couple months, maybe a year with some roster changes, add in someone else. It could be great.
And definitely not with a stand-in. No one was sat
No.
there going, yeah, you know what, Patatek's going to come back and he's going to make it to Masters. That was not something that people had on the cards. It's still not done yet, though. They are a very long road. They haven't even taken that first map, but that is the goal. It's aggressive. A push forward.
Damn, dude, that was sick. Such a good crunch over towards middle. Holy hell, that was what a sick map.
There is little to be desired for this side.
Damn, Heretics are real good, bro. Again, I think they have the best comp to play against Navi's comp, though. But still.
Leaving him on 70 HP.
You kind of got to expect that, though, if you're Navi. Like, you're going to be playing against the Cypher. Kind of your own bad.
I think it might be too little too late. He needs to do a whole lot.
Damn, nicely done. Huge, huge, huge. Sick map.
Looking to send Navi home as Heretics, after a huge comeback, take map 1.
Well, that was their map pick. It wasn't easy.
That was a bit close, wasn't it?
But they were 10-4 down at one point, Tom. This
Look at
squad
the
was looking
first
down
bloods.
and out. And they managed to
7
come all the
first
way back.
bloods for Miniboo and 7 for Artist.
Well, he's been matching them pound for pound. Those first bloods all the same. What is that? He's mastered all the elements, and now they've mastered Sunset. On to Breeze. We'll see if their wind is under control. Off to a break.
Damn. Sick first map. Holy hell, it delivered. It really delivered. Okay, let me